What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to more LUFENIA content. Today we're doing the Perfect Size Part 14 LUFENIA Plus. Right, so we're starting with the fight. We're going to be using the Holy Trinity as always, Locke, Noctis, and Garnet. And the turn order isn't quite right, so let me restart that. We need Garnet to be first, so she can get that Ash enchant going. So my calls along with the Holy Trinity are going to be Fran, Jack, and Ash. Ash for the Holy enchant, just to make sure that part of the orb is squared away, and for the most part you can relatively just ignore the orb so long as Ash's call is still active. And if the need arises and the orb is ticking down, we can always use the summon. So I'm not really worried about too much. It's more so just as long as I don't mess up the Noctis phase sequence, so we can still keep that turn count to 0. Right. Get that out of the way. And like always, guys, make sure to use the Steel Pirouette right before the BT attack, so by the time the entire phase is done, everyone will still have Noctis's LD buff, and the turn count will still be 0. I'm gonna try my best to do proper voice commentary for this one. I actually can because I have time. And this is going to be relatively unedited, other than... So, if anything weird comes out of my mouth, I just gotta deal with it, bro. I just gotta deal with it, man. If I say some weird shit, well, it is what it is. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this fight while this is going. And so, you're gonna see some right here, I believe. Yep, I'm gonna summon skeletons, and the quirky thing about this is that whenever these skeletons are alive during the 3 thresholds, the thresholds being 79, 49, and 29, as long as the skeletons are alive, the main one is going to not take any HP damage at all. Fortunately, though, it doesn't have perfect dodge like a certain LUFENIA Plus did beforehand, so it's not... The fight isn't complete AIDS. You can still enact brave damage on it, you can still use debuffs on it. They're just not taking damage, which honestly it isn't the worst thing ever. It's a bit tricky though to be able to navigate around this, because we're going to have to find a way to not let the A boss take any turns while the skeletons are alive. But it's not hard at all. We are still in the garbage era, so it's really not that frustrating. On top of that, we have a lot of AoE options here, such as Garnet, and as long as Garnet is up, yeah, those skeletons aren't going to be living for long. So, yeah. Nothing too much to worry about. We're still able to use the Holy Trinity well and good, and that's a bit annoying. We have a boss 7%. That should be, yep. Follow attack should be gone. I really like Noctis's follow-up attack. It's really nice. And we're gonna use Fran's LD call because her debuff is absolutely broken. Alright. Ooh, we got off-turn damage out the wazoo. So we're gonna use a steel item. See if we can get Genji Glove. Yes, we can. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. And after that, we're going to use the BT attack, just so we can get that BT buff up and make sure we're not broken in case anything weird happens. On top of that, Locke has a lot of overflow when he does his BT attack, so by the time he uses his HP attack that does 1 million damage, add the overflow on top of that, yep, he's going to be doing crazy damage. We're already at 63, man. I told you guys, this fight isn't that hard. It's not that hard. You just got to be able to be a little bit flexible to how you approach the fight and be patient, and you're going to win. For the most part. You are probably going to have to restart every now and then, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, and we're going to use the Eternal Darkness, just to make sure that LD buff is still up and active. Or should I say the overhead is still up and active. And And we're almost halfway done. We're almost halfway done with this fight. And during this threshold, yep, 49. So the skeletons will be coming back. And I'm contemplating on what I should do, because Locke, in order to stay in the turn cycle, he has to attack A, which is annoying. So instead of using the HP attack that I normally wanted to, we might just have to do the LD attack. We're gonna, you know what, we're gonna use the C call for Fran, just so Noctis is able to get some off-turn damage on the beast, and also we can tick up Garnet's follow-up attack to 2. So, but yeah, I think we're still going to have to use the LD attack instead of the HP attack. It's a bit annoying, but you know, it's nothing really that crazy. I'm not that stressed about it, but we're gonna have to use, either we're gonna have to use a call or we're gonna have to use a shooting star. I might use Ninja Slice on one of the beasts, so one of the skeletons, so Garnet can tick up her overhead, and then she can deal, I think with this she'll be able to deal enough damage. We'll use Shooting Star. We're gonna use Shooting Star, and then hopefully that, why did that do 0 damage? That's weird. Hopefully the overhead damage will do not 0. Okay, 159. Good. Okay, so I think we can just do one of her skills, and then that won't interfere with the turn order. Okay, we can do that. Yep. Alright, so like I said, guys, it takes a tiny bit of flexibility, but if you're patient enough and you're okay with switching up your strategy a little bit, then you should be fine for the most part. We're going to be able to use the HP attack for once. Get that good damage, 1.3. That's very good. Very good. I appreciate that. And Noctis, we're going to reset that LD buff. So, yeah, relatively methodical. Just takes a little bit of brain power. Just a little bit. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this fight. It's not hard. Alright. So, will we even need to use any actual BT phases? Or is it just going to be... Are we just going to be hammering down without the need for a BT phase? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but, you know, alright, we're reaching the last threshold, so maybe during this, after we're done with the skeletons here, I might be able to use a BT phase. Just to get this fight over faster, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I think I will use an LD again. Yep, let's use an LD again. Just so these skeletons are up and out of here as quick as possible. Get that follow-up damage. Get that almost 350,000 of off-turn damage. That's pretty snazzy. And we're gonna use we might use actually one of his attacks. We actually might use one of his attacks here. The BT attack, I mean. And because it's the BT counter is getting a little low, and I'd like to refresh that as soon as possible. Yeah. I'm not sure if this will take out this. Oh yeah, that's gonna definitely take out that skeleton, and we only have one skeleton to take care of. And we're not gonna worry about the A boss because we have a summon phase right here, and we're probably gonna use it right now. Yep, there we go. Get that damage. Also, we're gonna get the Ifrit buff, which is nice. I just found out about Ifrit. I've been using Shiva for the longest time, but I had no idea when you use Ifrit now with his level 40 that his attack, his buff, does max HP damage up. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing, but you know, now that I found out about it, I've been using him everywhere. So, yeah, we're going to use that EX because EX does a crap ton of damage. His highest damaging attack, I believe, other than his BT attack. And yeah, if you have him fully buffed and the enemy is properly debuffed, yeah, he should easily break 1 million with his EX, if you include the follow-up attack, which is very nice, especially for just a utility unit, not necessarily a DPS. It's very nice. Also, we're going to be able to use the HP attack again. And almost 1.4, very nice. You get that follow-up attack. Hello! Boss is not living after this. 5%, 3 turns left on the summon. If the boss doesn't die within 3 summon turns, I don't deserve to play Opera Omnia. I am that trash. Alright, we get it down with 1 turn. And that's it. like I said, guys, just take a little bit of brain power, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of flexibility with your team, and you will be able to beat this boss relatively easily. There's going to be definitely a lot harder bosses in the future, but, you know, take the easy ones where you can, you know what I mean? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.